In this video, I want to talk to you about a few things like domain authority, page rank, and how to actually use those metrics and whether they are even important these days. So page rank is something that used to be very important. It's still talked about a lot. It's a metric that's used by Google to compare sites. It's on a scale of 1 to 100. You'd get a score of maybe 0 or 1 if you just started on day 1. And if you are the best site in the world, you'd have 100. And something like Facebook will have a 90. And a small site, like a small regular business website, would have like under 50 or something like that. Now, that metric was way overused by people doing SEO, and it was way over relied. So Google kind of said, that's not a thing anymore. They use it a little bit internally, but externally for SEO practitioners, they said, there's too much spam around this. It's overhyped. It's overly talked about. We're going to kind of not use this anymore. But Moz, this company, which I'm showing now, they came up with a very interesting similar metric called domain authority, which is their own thing. It's not from Google, but it really closely resembles and helps us understand and compare sites. So you see on the top, I have this little bar. You see that black bar? That's something that I got for free from Moz. They have a Chrome extension. I'll show you how to get that in a second. But they essentially tell you what you see. There's a metric called PA. It's 66. That's page authority. And DA, domain authority. And wherever I am, they tell me what the domain authority is, and the page authority is the authority of that specific page. So on any domain, there's many pages, and different pages can be better or worse. So this domain is extremely authoritative. It's Moz. It's a very well-known brand. 89, tremendous. But let's take a look at some search results and see how domain score can help us understand, is it easy for us to rank? Let's say I searched for a keyword like business ideas. What this Moz plugin is going to do is every search result that we get, we have a little bar and it tells us what the domain authority is. So here we have, HubSpot, which is a very big website, right? So they have a huge domain authority. That page doesn't have a huge authority. That page has a lot lower authority, but you see that it's like 300 links built into it. So, it's hard to compete. And then you got another site called Oberlo. I don't really know them, but again, they have a pretty high authority. They've got a lot of links pointing to it, and you got similar things going on here. Relatively high authority, a lot of links. And so you can tell this is like a really hard page to rank for. And as we go down the list, it doesn't become that much easier. Let's see what happens on page 2. You can see there's a little bit fewer links pointing to these pages, but the domain authority is still relatively high. So you can see, this is a hard thing to rank for. Not easy. And it is a competitive keyword, business ideas. What if I do something like online business ideas? It's a slightly longer tail keyword. There's going to be less competition, but it's still not easy. You see, so 700 links built into that page, a lot of links. And you'll see a lot of the same sites repeat, the same Oberlo. Now let's do something like 2020. And still, it's pretty competitive, as you can see. So what you want to do is, for your business, you want to compare your page and your domain versus your competitors. So if your competitors, for example, in my case, my competitors would be exactly these sites for this keyword. And I can see, wow, it's not easy. I mean, here we have a really high domain site. They have 0 links built into them. So we get kind of, okay, it's interesting, right? Like for some reason, 0 links pointing here. So maybe we have hope, but still there's relatively high domain authority, relatively high page authority. And we're already, on a relatively long tail keyword. So we have to keep looking for better keywords to rank for because it's pretty competitive. And so this is how you would use these scores. First, to understand how authoritative is your site. If it's not authoritative, you got to build more links to it. You got to have more brand mentions, more activity around your domain so that your domain can gain authority. And you see, when you point backlinks into that page or that domain, the page and the domain become more authoritative. So that's what you got to do to catch these kinds of websites. Now, when they have hundreds of links, it's really hard and not easy, but that's what this domain authority tool gives you, it gives you a clue of how easy or difficult it will be to rank, and whether you should try to rank for this, or you should try to rank for keywords that are maybe easier. So you would use this when evaluating a domain and when evaluating potential keywords to rank for. And now I want to quickly just show you how to get the Moz toolbar. You go to moz.com/products/pro/SEO-toolbar. You're going to be prompted to get the free 30-day trial. You don't need to do that. You can get it for free here. Download the Moz bar for free. You will get taken to the Chrome web store. This is a Chrome plugin, so you need the Chrome browser, and you install. I already have it installed, so for me it says remove because I have it installed. In your case, it would just say install, so you would install it. The one thing you will need after you install it is you need to be logged into Moz. So here you see I'm already logged in. In your case, you just need to create a free account. So if I log out, all you have to do is just say login, and then it's going to prompt you to log in. If you don't have a login, you just have to say create an account. You create your account here, and then you'll be able to log into Moz, and so the Moz browser extension will recognize you, and you'll be able to use it just like I'm using it. It will pop up on the websites anytime you visit the websites. You see even Moz itself. You see the black bar right here across the top. That's the Moz bar, and whenever you search, you'll get that data. And if you don't want that data, if you want to remove it at any time, you can click the right click here and you can say remove from Chrome. That's how easy you can delete it, and that way it will go away, because sometimes if you're not doing SEO, that black bar can be a little bit annoying. So that is how you install and use the Moz bar. It's free, you don't have to pay for it, although Moz does have a paid account. You don't need that at the moment.